And the reason I'm here is because, like all of these other people, or most of these other people, I'm opposing the corporate greed and the bailouts and the monopolies. And also, I think that I'm opposing the kind of racist policies that the Hong Kong government has been pursuing. So it's really a kind of a general feeling of frustration and anger against the Hong Kong government and this whole establishment of just greed and corruption.
We believe Hong Kong people have been unfairly treated by the financial institution in Hong Kong. The government have been favoring the financial institution for many years. Those institutions create huge profit for themselves, regardless of terrible management. They use Hong Kong people's money to generate profit for themselves.
I think it's quite remarkable in the capital of capitalism, it being, at the forefront of global banking, that there is some recognition that there's injustice in the system and there hasn't been the reform that we wanted. So it's great to see an even better turnout than expected here today.
These rules are saying that we must continue to serve all our housing, our people, our labor, all of them must serve capital. And it is those few people, those few bankers, those few politicians who are setting these rules, and all the rest of us people must serve them.
If you have money, you have the freedom to choose your university. If you have the money, you have the freedom to choose which hospital you will go if you are sick. If you have the money, you have the freedom to choose what kind of house and where you want to live. If you have the money, you have the freedom to occupy the position in the government. But if you are poor, you have no freedom under this kind of democracy. We do not want this kind of democracy. What we want is the real democracy, genuine democracy for the people, a just and lasting peace for the people. And that is not the system that the United States is promoting.
Especially for people who are just graduating, especially in local schools, coming out of local universities. For entry-level work, it's really difficult to make a living, and it's the entire sort of structure that has issues. And I think to admit that you don't know it and to come into it with an open mind and being willing to ask questions and learn from people, I think it's the first step.
Change taxation policies or trade policies. Yeah, but it needs everyone to do it, yeah. I mean, 15% isn't corporate tax here, that's why people come to Hong Kong, corporations.